time is the biggest illusion. It does not exist, except that we create it. So I was watching a video today on TikTok by Neil deGrasse Tyson, the scientist, I'll never get his name correctly, the astrophysicist. And he says that every year we lose 6 hours, and at the end of 4 years, we add a day. But that's not enough. At the end of 20 years, we lose a whole day. So we cut off a day from the calendar, right? We do this because the way the planets circle the Earth is not on any time. It does it according to gravity. Everything is done, everything is a pull of gravity, everything is a force pulling. It's humans that have gotten so caught up with the concept of time. And while time is important, timing is even more important. Things happen on their own schedule. There are forces at play which are bigger than us, which we don't understand, which we don't recognize. We constantly stay in our heads, trying to finish certain tasks in certain time periods, trying to get occupied and completing things in a day. But the things that we want happen when destiny meets opportunity. You can never predict how you're going to meet people. Ever. The fact that all of you are here is destiny meeting opportunity. Something in you is being fulfilled by something in me. Right? It's not that my next door neighbor knows me so well, but is not open to the idea of spiritual advancement and will not come over, will not drop in, will not take advantage of it. So many times I used to tell my daughter, because we were always after her to find someone, and I said, you're spending so much time on your phone scrolling, he's going to pass by and you won't notice. You won't notice when someone good is coming your way, when something good is coming your way, because you're so preoccupied doing something else. Being present here right now is perhaps the most important thing you can do, because you then flow in eternal time. Because even yesterday, it was now. 5 years from now, it will still be now. When you were a child, it was now. That has never changed. What you're bringing into the moment as a memory is a picture from the past being pulled into the present. Even that you're doing just now, right now. That is gone. It's gone, completely gone. What you did yesterday is gone. The only thing is now. If you want opportunity to open up for you, the timing is now. What you do in this moment is above and beyond important. It is the only time that you'll ever have. We lament so much, thinking that, oh, I never met the person that I should have met. I never had the opportunities or the openings that I should have had. Perhaps you had them, or perhaps you were not ready for it. When things don't open up, the timing is not right. When opportunities don't open up for you, destiny, something is telling you this is not the right time to do this. This is not the right time for it. And that's when you take a deep breath and you let it go. And you go on to do something else. Or you keep doing the same thing. And when the time is right, even the smallest bit of effort will open it up for you. Don't you see? So many people, they do one movie and suddenly they're big stars. They go for one rally and suddenly they become the president of Ukraine. Right? So many people do so little. But if the timing is right, then the destiny just opens the pathway. When destiny meets opportunity, it just opens up. It just opens up. But how do we recognize timing? And how do we prevent the frustration that comes from lost opportunities? We live our life with so much regret. If 10 years back I could have done that. Oh, she's young, what's her problem? She can become very popular. Look at the way she looks. Oh, her body can be round up like a pretzel. She can do any yoga she wants. I can't. I'm telling you what's going on in my mind. I'm guilty of it too. We all have this feeling that we missed our vocation in life. That we missed. I could have been a singer. I could have been a dancer. I should have been a doctor. I should have been this. I should have been that. So many lost opportunities. And whenever you see success in somebody else's life, the first thought that comes is, I could have done that. I could have done that. I was so intelligent. I didn't have the opportunity, especially growing up in the country that I did or the country that I wasn't in. I wish I could have been in another country. My life would have been different. Your destiny opens up according to timing. The people you meet, suddenly things open up, things happen, and opportunities come to you without you realizing it. The trick really is to recognize your opportunity. And that comes only with meditation. We tend to meet people who serve us. Our relationship with other people is in what's in it for me. Sometimes the best relationships that serve you are the ones that there's nothing for you to gain. That's the one that will nurture you the most and will give you the opportunities. And these opportunities are never lost. I mean, I have a friend that I met maybe 15 years ago, 20 years ago. She's the first one, in fact, who introduced me to meditation and art of living and all of this. And so many years later, we lost touch, and then all of a sudden she was back in my life. I saw her biking in Fort Lauderdale, and I caught hold of her and said, "Where have you been?" We started talking, and she was like, "What you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm teaching meditation. I'm teaching pranayama." And she said, "Oh, I need someone. I need you to meet somebody." Like that. Like that. These were seeds sown so long ago. There's nothing for her to gain from me. There's nothing for me to gain from her. If we stop thinking about how we can maximize our time and instead invest our time completely, wholeheartedly in what we do, you will be planting seeds for the future. Anything you do just now, anything, will have some effect later on. It's like seeds that you throw into a field. You take a bunch of seeds and you throw them randomly into a field. Each will sprout in its own time. Rice will come first, wheat will come a little bit later, sugar cane will come after some time, mango tree after maybe 7 years, right? The fruits of your action are never seen. They come when they're supposed to come. When they're supposed to come. And most of us, and I've seen this in celebrities, I think I looked it up when, it wasn't Robin Williams, but it was another celebrity who committed suicide. It'll come to me. And I was thinking, my God, you got everything going for you. You have so much money, so much wealth, so much fame, so much recognition. You make people laugh. You get people entertained. What do you want? What is lacking in your life? And I looked at a lot of lists of kids between the age of 20 and 30 in that field, in the field of entertainment, that have taken their lives. Perhaps they wanted something that was not yet in their destiny, not ready to open up. Or perhaps it comes too soon. Sometimes when fame and popularity come too soon, you can't handle it. You're not ready for it. And then the mental collapse comes. Don't push things that are not happening. It's fine. It's fine if things are not working out. Just believe that the timing is not right now. Whatever has to come will come in your life. And as far as you're concerned, this is your basket. This is your basket. What you do with it is up to you. And whatever you do, it opens up sooner or later. Not all of us are destined to be presidents of the country. Not all of us are destined to be film stars. Not all of us are, some of us are just destined to be happy housewives, whatever. What is the male version of a housewife? House husband. Okay. House husband, housewife. And that's fine too. That's fine too. The yardstick to measure the success of today is how happy you are. How quickly have you come back to center? How often did you lose your temper? Given to anger, given to self-criticism, given to self-flagellation. Focus on things that made you unhappy. And the more you catch yourself doing that and coming back to the center, the more the progress. The progress, right? You're moving in the right direction because you're catching it. You're catching it. We want certain things. We want it, and we want it on our terms. I want this to happen, and I want it now. Right? But things don't happen on our terms. They happen when you least expect it. And how are you going to react to that? Timing is everything. Out of the blue, things happen. Anything can happen at any moment. I can't help thinking that I visited Israel 2019, I think, just Huh?
2019?
2020, a month before pandemic. I mean, we were there. Anything could have happened at any point. But we managed to visit and come back. So many others were not so lucky.
In that year?
No, I'm talking about right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even a week later.
Even a week later, there were rocket strikes. Even a week
They
later.
closed the airport.
And they closed the airport.
While you were there?
Yeah, they closed there
Really?
4 days after
Yeah,
we
they
came.
left.
Right. Timing is everything. For you to come here, do you know how many things had to go right?
Yes.
For you to make that trip, I mean, someone had to be. Thank God that the other person was not looking at his phone, or running a red light, or crossing the road at the wrong time, or running across in dark clothes that you couldn't see. So many things happen each day that you can be. Do you know how many miracles take place on a continuous basis? So much has to fall in place for you to be here, for you to enjoy this moment, for you to be able to eat, to walk, to sleep, to do anything. A good night's sleep, we take so much for granted. But you have a bad stomach, you're not going to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
You have somebody banging the door, you're not going to sleep. You hear a strange noise, the alarm goes off, you're not going to sleep. So many things can go wrong. For you to have one good night's sleep, it's not something you can take for granted. I don't like to think of time as limiting me, that I'm growing older, that everything's slipping out of my grasp. I like instead to believe that I float in eternal time. There is no time except now. There is no place except here. Have you ever experienced anything other than that? Have you ever been there? Even when you were there, you were here.
No.
And have you ever experienced any time other than now? Yes, yesterday. But that's a memory. It's not happening now. Whatever you experience now is the only thing that matters. And so you float in the eternal now. And if you do that, you will live today. And if you make a success of this today, just remember that tomorrow and the rest of your life is just a collection of todays. Let it happen. Let everything happen. Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Open to anything that happens. That's the best way to live. Om Namah Shivaya. Hey everyone, thanks for visiting my channel, and if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the red subscribe button and turn on notifications so I can continue to bring you more content just like this on knowledge, on meditation, and on insights for a happy life. Don't forget, happiness is your birthright.